Hey guys, it's Lord again, coming to you from Germany, the country of the Lederhosen. That's the one. Today I'm gonna draw myself as a superhero. Thank you very much, my dear Evelyn, for the suggestion, for the challenge basically, of me drawing myself as a superhero. Superheroes are basically one of my favorite things ever. I was working very hard on a top list of my 111 favorite and worst superhero movies, and currently I think I'm about to hit the 150. So the top list gets longer and longer and I already don't know what to do with it. But yeah, I love Batman. I especially love the Batman villains. I love everything that Marvel does. And I'm also a fan of various in-betweens that are not part of the Marvel or the DC universe, like Hellboy or Watchmen. Yeah, and certainly because of that, I already thought a lot about me being a superhero and having superpowers. When it would come to the situation where I could choose my own superpowers, yeah, there are lots of great options. I think the first ones that come to mind are being invisible, being able to fly, having super strength. I also like the ability of Green Lantern very much, who can basically create with his ring and his fantasy everything that comes to mind. But I'm always thinking, what would happen if you actually could get superpowers, but if you were the only one? If there are no supervillains, no aliens attacking Earth, no monsters? What would you use super strength for? Or being able to shoot fire? I'm sure you could find some use for that, but I think there are better ways. So having that in mind, I thought about what would be a really cool ability that lets you be a hero, so do something good, help people, but that could also let you make a lot of money. Because when I think about superheroes, the usual ones, Spider-Man for example, he's always poor. And do you want that? Do you want to be an awesome superhero that everybody knows, but you live in your one-room apartment with a door that doesn't lock? That's stupid. And I mean, of course, there are Iron Man and Batman who are super rich, but the richness doesn't have anything to do with their superpowers. It's rather the other way around. So yeah, I decided that my superpower would be the superpower of healing. I want to be able to heal anything with just the power of my will and, I don't know, maybe a little touch. Nah, no touching. I don't like touching people. The idea behind that would be that I could heal people who really need it, basically become one of the Doctors Without Borders, go to Africa, heal people who really have nothing and otherwise die horrible deaths. But I could still make a lot of money taking from the rich who have sicknesses that are not so bad. I don't know, take a billionaire that has a very important business meeting in 2 days and he has a bad cold. So he calls for me, gives me, I don't know, $10,000. I cure him and he can happily go and make another billion. Something like that. I'm sure I could figure it out. And with the right kind of image, work would come to me. Yeah, and of course superheroes have to have a superhero costume, right? Without that, it doesn't work. And my idea evolved around this staff. I think it's an image from the Greek mythology, but you probably know it from any pharmacy out there. It's the staff with 2 snakes around it and 2 wings on the top. That's basically the image of healing powers, of medicine, of getting better. So I took that as my centerpiece, made it a little bit cooler in my opinion. The snake around it is an actual snake. It's my kind of mascot, my little buddy. And my stuff only has 1 wing. And since it's already only 1 wing, I took the design from the one-winged angel, which is Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Although this kind of design for the wing is actually from his version from Kingdom Hearts. From that on, people with a staff usually also have a top hat. And the only cool top hats that don't look douchey or old are the ones from a cyberpunk design. So I put some pipes on there, goggles and a cock, because those are the basic elements of every steampunk costume out there. I chose unusual sunglasses to hide my expressions, because I think that's always a good thing, especially when you talk about money business-wise, or if you see a really horrible illness that you don't go like and everyone can see it. So yeah, I wanted sunglasses because I think a whole mask would be just as annoying as now during the corona crisis wearing a face mask through which you can't breathe properly. That's very annoying. And going further down, I'm someone, I like warm weather. I'm an absolute summer and beach kind of guy. So if I would be a superhero with lots of money, I would definitely probably live in California or on some kind of island, and I don't like clothes so much. If it would be socially acceptable, I would run around with shorts everywhere and basically nothing else. But since only shorts would be a pretty stupid superhero costume, I looked for something that leaves me almost topless but not quite and looks kind of interesting. So no sleeves, an unusually deep cleavage for which I have to train really hard. That's something I would do with my free time because a superhero has to be ripped. Otherwise it's very weird, so I would do that too. Yeah, and I like shorts with those big bags. I think that's always useful to put something into. I like Chucks, Converse Chucks, so I used those. And yeah, that's basically my superhero costume and me as a superhero. I also was thinking about whether or not I had to hide my identity, which most of the superheroes do. But most of the superheroes also destroy buildings while fighting bad guys and so on, and they serve some kind of their own justice, which the police doesn't like very much. So I thought that wasn't very necessary for me, since I won't be fighting any bad guys, only bad viruses and bacteria. Hell yeah. So it would be actually beneficial to me if my name was out there, so any rich people could call me, call my office, call my secretary and make an appointment to cure their cold for $10,000. God, that would be a great life. Because otherwise I had to hide the tattoo on my lower leg, on my calf. And wearing long trousers, pants isn't me. I'm not sure if I would wear the top hat all the time, but basically this is how it works. If I didn't have to do a superhero costume, I would probably be some kind of surfer dude in his swimming shorts, live at the beach in his beach house, and I would only keep the sunglasses. So thank you, Evelyn, very much for this great idea for a drawing challenge. If you guys have any other challenges or suggestions what I should draw next, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise I have to come up with something, and who wants that? And then we see each other in the next video. Thank you for watching. May the Lord, that's me, be with you. See you!